So today we will discuss about the T10 adult surgery. So a few revision of this last class. So regarding surgical anatomy, this mammary gland is a modified sweat gland, and if you see from the front all four quarter, then you can able to divide right half and this left half, and both right half and left half have separate blood supply and nerve supply. But if you see the right half, then you will have some this cranial or forequarter and caudal, and that is the hindquarter. Both forequarter and hindquarter have separate glandular structure, but common blood supply, nerve supply, and lymphatic drainage. The next is regarding gross anatomy. So this one is the whole teeth, and if you cut in a longitudinal section, then you will get this type of structure. And this one is teeth canal. This one is outer opening of the teeth canal, inner opening of the teeth canal. And if you see in a magnified form, then this one is outer opening of the teeth canal, this one is teeth canal, and inner opening of the teeth canal. In the inner opening of the teeth canal, there is a fold of the mucosa that is called rosette of Fussenberg. And this one is the lumen that is called teeth cistern. That lumen part is called teeth cistern, and this glandular part of the lumen is called gland cistern. The lumen that is present in the gland is called gland cistern, and that is present in the teeth is teeth cistern. And at the junction of this gland cistern and teeth cistern, there is annular fold, right? And this one is venous plexus, and this one is called lactiferous sinuses. The next one is because udder and teeth is a soft tissue organ, so the best diagnostic tool that we prefer for diagnosis of any affection or for diagnosis of the disease condition in teeth and udder is ultrasonography. So here I would like to explain some anatomy of the ultrasonographic anatomy of the images of this udder and teeth. So this one is gross teeth, and this one is longitudinal section of this teeth, and this one teeth cistern, udder cistern. Okay, if you see this, scan this teeth in a longitudinal fashion, then similar structure will get reflected on the screen of the ultrasound monitor, right? So this one is wall, so this one is wall, this one is lumen. So how this liquid appears in the ultrasound?
Black color.
Black color.
Black दिखेगा.
Okay, so if there is a milk or if animal is lactating one, then you will get this area filled with the milk. So this area will appear black on the ultrasound. And this one is a wall of the teeth canal, so it appears as a bright. And if animal is dry and there is no milk in this teeth system, then whole structure will appear as a bright one, right? Similarly, if you see the cross section images and orient your probe in a cross section manner, then you will get this cross section, this cross section, this cross section. That means it will appear as a circular muscle wall and lumen in the center. So lumen appears black because there is a presence of milk, right? So this is the normal anatomy, ultrasonographic anatomy of the teeth. So if you know the normal structure of the teeth and udder, then you can able to diagnose what are the abnormalities. And similarly, if you scan the udder, then in longitudinal fashion, you will get this kind of structure, whereas in case of transverse section, you will get this type of structure. In gland cistern, you will get this black area. That means it indicates this presence of milk, and these are the lactiferous duct that is engulfed with the milk. So this one is all about this ultrasonographic anatomy. The next one is just some common instrument that we use for the surgical correction of this teeth and udder. And this one is teeth siphon. This is mainly used to drain the milk. And this one is teeth bisturi, or we can say this hug lancet. This one is used to dilate the teeth canal. And this one is alligator forceps. And through this alligator forceps, we can crush any hard object present in the lumen of the teeth canal. And this one is the Danish teeth knife. This one is hug teeth knife, and this one is teeth tumor extractor. So this, if you see the anatomy of the wall of this teeth, that is a outer. If you start from the outside, you will get a skin, then muscles. Muscle is also this outer longitudinal and inner circular, and that muscles part at the bottom will form the teeth sphincter. Then fibrous layer, then internal layer, inner layer is called mucosa. The mucosa of the teeth is not uniform, but it is formed with the multiple non-uniform fold like transverse, longitudinal, or oblique fold. Right? This one is the annular fold. Next one is the anesthesia. If we operate any such surgical condition affecting this udder and teeth, then if animal is not cooperative and it requires some sedation, then we sedate that animal with the help of gelagin, 4 mg per 500 kg body weight. At this dose rate, animal will remain in the standing condition. It will not get recumbent. But while using this xylazine, we must know the history of the animal, whether animal is pregnant or not. Because in advanced pregnancy condition, if we use this xylazine, then animal abort. So in place of xylazine, if requirement of the sedation is necessary, then we use some other sedative like compose, Sequil, like that. And for mucosa, to desensitize the mucosa and muscular layer, we use mainly 2% lignocaine. So if you want to desensitize the teeth lumen, then just you apply tourniquet and infuse 10 to 20 ml of 2% lignocaine. Then within 20 minutes, this internal wall of the mucosa get desensitized. If you want to repair this area, then in circular fashion you have to give a ring block, so that the distal to that block is desensitized and animal won't feel any pain while doing or performing surgery. Right? In this fashion, if the injury is there and I want to repair this injury, then I will infuse or infiltrate the local anesthetic 2% lignocaine in a circular fashion at the base of the teeth. Okay, in this way, so that whole circle is blocked in a ring fashion, and below this ring, below this ring, the whole area get desensitized, and you can able to perform surgery without any pain. That's called ring block. Then surgical condition that इसको आप delete करो, किसने लगाया? हाँ, okay. Then surgical condition of the teat sphincter. We are talking about this area, sphincter area. Sphincter, the main function of the sphincter is to hold the milk. So if the either this sphincter get hard or fibrous, either this sphincter get loose. Once it get loose, then there is a continuous dribbling of the milk, or either this teat canal opening may become blind or blocked. So these are the affection for teat sphincter. So if there is a stenosis, teat stenosis, or we can say it is a hard milker, this area of the sphincter become hard and fibrous. So how you come to know that this condition belongs to teat stenosis of hard milk? Because owner will complain you that I am facing difficulty in taking out of the milk. If we apply more forceful pressure or more pressure to withdraw the milk, then the refined stream will come through this teat canal, and this area appears as a somewhat hard. So by this history and palpating this area, you can able to diagnose that this could be a case of this teat stenosis or hard milker. And this condition happens due to chronic inflammation of this teat canal or this area, or also due to maintaining the high vacuum pressure of this milking machine. So how we correct it? So simply we infuse this 10 to 20 ml or 2% lignocaine to desensitize this area, and with the help of teat knife, we insert and cross cut into at 4 places in a cross fashion. So just you enter and cross here by making at 30-degree angle, cut, and simply again you insert this teeth knife and cut like this, so that you will get loose sphincter, or you can get this fibrous part cut, and there is a loosening of this sphincter, and milk may start to drain normally. So next one is a enlarged teeth or leaker, or called free milker. Just I want to show again this video. So there is a continuous flow of the milk. Now you see milk is dribbling automatically.
No, sir, video.
Okay, I will share you video. Okay, I think someone is visible, ना? कोई नहीं देख पा रहा है वीडियो?
नहीं सर, नहीं दिख रहा है।
नो सर,
No.
नहीं था।
नो सर।
No, sir.
अच्छा, किसी को नहीं दिख रहा है?
सर, नहीं दिख रहा। नो सर, नहीं दिख रहा है।
Okay, no problem. So what happens in leaker teeth is there is a sphincter get loose. So either there is a continuous draining of the milk, or drop by drop continuous dropping of the milk. So if we want to correct this, then there may be chances of this pickup of mastitis or infection from the outside, because milk is a good source for growth of bacteria. So sometimes we use medicinal treatment by treating with phosphorus, or we can supplement phosphorus. Okay, and even after treatment with phosphorus, animal is not responding to this treatment, then we can use some irritant like Lugol's iodine. And if you see this seed in from the front, then you will get this teat canal, and you take 0.4 ml this Lugol's iodine solution in an insulin syringe and inject at the position of this 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, 0.1 ml at each place. So what this irritant will do here is it starts some inflammation, and once the inflammation started subsiding, this area start contracting, and the sphincter again resume their normal position. So next one is a udder abscess. Sometimes the udder, now you see from the behind, there is a enlarged udder, and if you see from the side, enlarged udder. So you will have some history, and owner will complain you that this animal having some mastitis, or the milk was flaky, and ultimately this udder is started swelling like this. So once you scan this udder, then you will get not a clear black color fluid in the teat system, but there is a hazy fluid that indicates this pus accumulation in this area. So, and sometimes this agar, there is a setup of the gangrene in the udder. Now see, there is setup of the gangrene, and I have dried this quarter, and ultimately it gets burst, and this glandular part gets sloughed through this quarter. So indication for putting the quarter to dry is either there is a abscess where we won't able to cure that particular udder, and second is if there is a due to traumatic injury, or due to any this necrosis or gangrenous setup, is a sphincter is missing or detached from the main teeth, and also there is a continuous dropping of the milk. So without a sphincter, we surgically won't repair this part because this sphincter part is missing. So we cannot able to withhold the milk even after doing the surgery. So ultimately, to protect this animal from the future infection of mastitis, what we do here is we put this whole quarter into dry state. So how we put this quarter to dry? We prepare this 5% copper sulfate solution, and either depending on the capacity of this quarter, 50 ml or 100 ml, we infuse inside this quarter and block this opening with any bandage. Okay, so by doing this copper sulfate infusion at interval of 3 days and 2 successive infusion, make this quarter permanently dry. So what we do here, once this quarter get dry, then we cut this teeth from the base, and we make this kind of opening, and if still some exudate is coming through this quarter, then we attach this mucosa with the skin so that continuous draining is there. Once the draining part is stopped, and once the complete healing is there, then we can oppose this skin from this skin, so there is a permanent blockage. Next one is the blind teeth. So blind teeth, how you diagnose whether it is a blind or this one is not blind teeth? Here, two condition you will get. Either there is a no milk in this teeth system, and also milk will won't come through this area, so we can predict that the teeth may be blind. And second thing is, if there is any blockage in this area, in that case you will get milk over this area. So how you diagnose this case? Just you palpate this teeth. So if there is a milk in this area and there is no opening over on this teeth canal, then if you apply pressure, milk go back towards this upper side, or we can say towards the udder. So that is a backflow of the milk. So on that basis, we can able to diagnose it is a case of blind teeth. And also blind teeth is a history of the animal is that the recent calving. Because during this dry period or during advanced pregnancy, animal put on dry, and that during that period, if there is any injury, then ultimately it heal and block this opening. So what we have to do here, just if milk is present in this area teeth cistern, then simply introduce 18 gauge needle. By putting some local anesthetic, just introduce 18 gauge needle or 16 gauge needle through this opening. So this once you put this needle, the patency become clear, and the or we can say the teeth canal become patent, and you can able to drain this milk. So after opening, we advise the owner that at least he will withdraw this milk at the interval of 2 hours or 2 hours for 2 days, because we have created injury over here, and if we put this uh, if you want withdraw milk from this opening, then due to inflammation this opening again blocked. So we have to do practice that at a regular 2 or 3 hours interval, we withdraw 1 or 2 strips of milk to maintain the patency.
सर सर सर
हाँ जी।
सर हिस्ट्री में ये ब्लाइंड टीथ के हिस्ट्री में क्या बोले थे सर?
ब्लाइंड टीथ की हिस्ट्री में ऑनर आएगा तो आपके पास क्या बोलेगा? बोलेगा कि मैं दूध निकालना चाहता हूँ बट निकल नहीं रहा है, ठीक है। और अगर आप पाल्पेट करेंगे तो क्या होगा कि उसका टीथ सिस्टम में जो है मिल्क आपको फ्लक्चुएटिंग फ्लूइड पाल्पेट होगा। अगर आप पुल करोगे नीचे तो नीचे तो ब्लॉकेज है, निकलेगा नहीं, तो बैक फ्लो करेगा वो। तो इस बेसिस पे
वो पार्चुरेशन हिस्ट्री जो आप बोले थे कि मतलब ड्राई पीरियड में रहेगा या इस
एक्चुअली क्या है ना, जब लैक्टेशन पीरियड में रहेगा तब तो ऑलरेडी मिल्क निकलता ही रहेगा, लेकिन इस तरह के केसेस का हिस्ट्री जो मेनली जो हिस्ट्री में आपको ऑनर बताएगा कि पिछला लैक्टेशन में तो दूध दे रही थी, बीच में जैसे एडवांस प्रेगनेंसी में थी तो दूध निकालना बंद करेगा 1 महीना के लिए। उस बीच अगर इस एरिया में कहीं कोई इंजुरी होगा तो क्या होगा, यहाँ अभी मिल्क निकाला नहीं जा रहा है तो क्या होगा, इंजुरी जो हील होगा तो अल्टीमेटली ब्लॉक कर देगा।
यस सर।
तो जब ये ऑनर तो दोबारा दूध तभी निकालेगा जब गाय बच्चा देगी, ठीक है।
यस सर।
जब गाय बच्चा देगी तब जब दूध निकालने लगेगा, तब दूध जब नहीं आएगा तब वो कंप्लेन करेगा कि ये जो है मिल्क नहीं आ रहा है इससे।
यस सर।
तो ये हिस्ट्री में आपको समझ में आएगा। ओके, नेक्स्ट वन इज अ मेम्ब्रेनस ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन। इसके बाद ये है ना टीथ पॉलिप है। तो पॉलिप में क्या है कि इफ देयर इज एनी आउटग्रोथ इन द टीथ सिस्टम, ठीक है, आप नॉर्मल अल्ट्रासाउंड स्कैनिंग देखो, ये लुमेन है, लुमेन में मिल्क भरा पड़ा है बट ये एक्स्ट्रा कोई ग्रोथ है, राइट। सो दिस एक्स्ट्रा ग्रोथ इज अ पॉलिप। व्हाट दिस पॉलिप विल डू व्हाइल मिल्किंग इज इट विल एक्ट एज अ वाल्व। ये जैसे मिल्क निकालने का कोशिश करेगा, ये टीथ कैनाल के ओपनिंग के ऊपर ऐसे आ जाएगा। सो अल्टीमेटली इट विल एक्ट एज अ वाल्व एंड इट विल क्रिएट प्रॉब्लम इन विथड्रॉइंग द मिल्क, ठीक है, और मिल्किंग प्रोसेस। सो अल्ट्रासाउंड में आपको ये समझ में आ जाएगा। इधर लॉन्गिट्यूडनल स्कैनिंग में ऐसा दिख रहा है, क्रॉस स्कैनिंग में देखो यहाँ पे एक ग्रोथ दिख रहा है। सो हाउ वी कैन रिमूव दिस ग्रोथ? We just infuse 10 to 20 ml 2% ligno canal through this teeth canal so that the mucosa, whole mucosa get desensitized. अब आप टीथ ट्यूमर एक्सट्रैक्टर इंसर्ट करके इसको आप कट कर सकते हो। एक प्रोसीड्यूर ये है। सेकेंड प्रोसीड्यूर ये है कि थैलोरेसेक्टोस्कोप है, ये तो साइड से लगा हुआ है बट वी कैन इंट्रोड्यूस थैलोरेसेक्टोस्कोप विद द हेल्प ऑफ, जैसे लैप्रोस्कोपी होता है, उसी तरह से टीथ सर्जरी के लिए थेलोरेसेक्टोस्कोपी होता है. So we can pass thaleroresectoscope through this teeth canal, and we see this growth on the with the help of camera on monitor, and with the help of cautery. This type of cautery we cut from the base and coagulate also if there is any bleeding. So cautery से आप cut and coagulate कर लो, इसको growth को हटा दो. अगर इसके बाद भी जहाँ कॉटरी की फैसिलिटी नहीं है, थैलोरेसेक्टोस्कोप की फैसिलिटी नहीं है, वैसे केसेस में एंड और टीथ ट्यूमर एक्सट्रैक्टर से भी नहीं हो पा रहा, बहुत बड़ा है, देन वी कैन परफॉर्म दिस ओपन सर्जरी जस्ट लाइक दिस टीथ फिस्टुला जैसे हो जाता है. टीथ फिस्टुला के रिपेयर में मैं अभी आगे डिस्कस करने वाला हूँ कि कैसे ओपन सर्जरी करने के बाद उसको रिपेयर करेंगे. जैसे फिस्टुला रिपेयर होगा उस तरह से वो भी रिपेयर होगा. So next one is a membranous obstruction. So teeth polyp जो है वो either इस membrane वाला स्ट्रक्चर में कहीं पे ग्रोथ हो जाएगा, ठीक है, तो teeth polyp हो गया. And if there is a obstruction, or we can say this complete this healing, or the fibrous membrane formation at the level of this annular ring. This one is a udder cistern or teeth cistern. इसके बीच में जो एनुलर रिंग है उसकी अगर हीलिंग हो जाए, फाइब्रस मेम्ब्रेन बैंड बन जाए, देन also this milk will not able to drain from this area. There is blockage over here. This one is called teat spider, right? Teat spider. That means इस तरह का एनिमल का हिस्ट्री ये होगा कि अडर तो बहुत ज्यादा डिस्टेंडेड होगा, ठीक है, बट यहाँ से आप अगर मिल्क निकालना चाहोगे तो एक बूंद भी मिल्क नहीं आएगा. इसकी भी हिस्ट्री वही होगी कि रिसेंटली पार्चुरेशन का हिस्ट्री होगा. बिकॉज लैक्टेशन में तो ऑनर को पता रहता है कि चारों थन से दूध आ रहा है और कंटिन्यूअस आ रहा है. ये प्रॉब्लम तभी होगा जब एनिमल ड्राई कंडीशन में होगा और आफ्टर काविंग द ऑनर विल कंप्लेन दैट there is a swelling in the udder but there is no milk passing through this teeth. इसको आप डायग्नोस करने के लिए क्या करोगे, अगर पाल्पेट करोगे तो इस एरिया में आपको कुछ भी नहीं पाल्पेट होगा, कोई मिल्क काइंड ऑफ फ्लक्चुएशन पाल्पेट नहीं होगा. इसमें दो कंडीशन हो सकती है, आइदर कि ये ओपनिंग क्लियर है और ये क्वार्टर जो है इसमें कहीं कोई मिल्क नहीं है, नॉर्मली इडिमेटस स्वेलिंग है, और दूसरा ये हो सकता है कि इसमें मिल्क एक्युमुलेटेड है बट यहाँ पे ओपनिंग बंद है, इसके चलते नहीं आ रहा है. तो इस केसेस में अगर हम इस क्वार्टर को अल्ट्रासाउंड करेंगे तो वी कैन एबल टू डायग्नोस वेदर मिल्क इज प्रेजेंट इन दिस अडर और नॉट. यदि मिल्क प्रेजेंट होगा इस अडर में तो इसके अडर सिस्टम में ब्लैक कलर जो है एक्युमुलेशन ऑफ द मिल्क वो मॉनिटर पे डिस्प्ले होगा. अगर वो डिस्प्ले में नहीं आ रहा है दैट मीन्स ये अडर जो है टोटली फाइब्रोस है. So if black colored fluid, or we can say this milk is not visible on the ultrasound, then we need not to intervene this quarter. Because अगर जबरदस्ती आप यहाँ से कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट इंसर्ट करना चाहेंगे तो क्या होगा, यहाँ पे मिल्क एक्युमुलेशन है नहीं, डायरेक्ट ये इसके पैरेन्काइमा को टच करेगा एंड यू विल क्रिएट लॉट ऑफ इंजुरी and there is severe bleeding from this udder, or you can say this quarter. तो इसको देखने के बाद हम क्या करते हैं, इस फाइब्रस रिंग को हमें कट करना है. तो इसमें करना कुछ नहीं है, ये टीथ बिस्चुरी है, इसके थ्रू आप टीथ कैनाल के थ्रू जाइए और यू कैन जस्ट पियर्स ऑन दिस फाइब्रस मेम्ब्रेन. इसके बाद डेनिस टीथ निफ आप इसके थ्रू इंसर्ट करेंगे. इसका प्रॉपर्टीज ये है, फीचर ये है कि इसको डेनिस टेक्निक का ये जब पुल करोगे, जब बाहर पुल करोगे तो ये जो नाइफ है ये अंदर चला जाएगा और इसको जब पुश करोगे तो बाहर आएगा. तो इसमें करना क्या है कि पुल करने के बाद ये जब नाइफ अंदर चला जाता है तो आप टीथ कैनाल से इंसर्ट कीजिए एंड यू टेक इट एट दिस लेवल सो दैट दिस पार्ट इज गोज बियॉन्ड दिस एरिया, यहाँ तक आ जाए. अब आपको क्या करना है, ये पुश करने के बाद इस ब्लेड को बाहर निकालना है. अब यहाँ पे ब्लेड जब बाहर आ जाएगा तो आप पुल कीजिएगा तो ये कट जाएगा. इस तरह से 2-3 बार हम कट कर देते हैं सो दैट देयर इज ए परमानेंट ओपनिंग और वी कैन एबल टू टीयर दिस फाइब्रस बैंड। तो इस तरह से ऑपरेट करते हैं। इसमें पोस्ट ऑपरेटिव में हमें ये प्रिकॉशन लेना होता है कि आप ओनर को एडवाइस करेंगे कि 3 से 4 दिन तक कम से कम कंप्लीट मिल्किंग नहीं करेगा, कुछ मिल्क इसमें छोड़ देगा सो दैट देयर इज ए टेंशन maintained between this udder cistern and teat cistern and there is no chances of this contact between this freshly injury created area। फ्रेश इंजुरी वाला क्रिएटेड एरिया में अगर 6 घंटा 8 घंटा का उसको अगर टाइम मिल जाएगा तो अगेन देयर इज स्टार्ट किलिंग। तो उसमें मिल्क का प्रेशर अगर कुछ मिल्क अगर छूटा रहेगा तो कंटिन्यूअस वैकेंसी रहेगा एंड इन फ्यूचर देयर इज नो चांसेस ऑफ दिस फॉर्मेशन ऑफ दिस fibrous band or this teat spiral। Next one is a lactolith or milk stone। So if there is a presence of a stone in this teat canal, इसको आप कैसे डायग्नोज करोगे? इसमें प्रॉब्लम यही आएगा, मिल्क ड्रॉ करने के टाइम में ये स्टोन जो है ना यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे और दे एक्ट एज ए वाल्व, तो मिल्क विड्रॉल में प्रॉब्लम आएगी। दूसरा, ये जो हार्ड होंगे तो ये ऑल दे क्रिएट इंजुरी टू द म्यूकोसा आल्सो व्हाइल मिल्किंग।